Hey YouTube, it's SoulPrime13 coming at you with another Transformers video review. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers Retro line Autobot Outback. So this is a Walmart exclusive line, and I do believe these guys are at least still showing up on some shelves. This guy came out alongside the Retro Wheelie I have already reviewed. And again, it is a sort of retro style bubble package. And you can see they have the old artwork there with a screen cap, picture, whatever, of the new toy. We do get that cool G1 artwork, that basic bio up here, and we do get his tech specs. Yeah, that's it for the packaging. And we do get a lovely little instruction booklet, folded up all nice and neat, and this is the legal jargon pamphlet. Get this. It's in such a tiny little bubble that it's scrunched up nice and tight. There we go. Oh yeah. It's like transforming the paper. Anyway, there is that. Get this crap out of here. Yeah. So here we have Outback, and yeah, a nice little figure. He is a retool of Brawn. With a new head and paint scheme. Other than that, for the most part, he is the same. Yeah, definitely a wackier looking head, and I think that originally his head was supposed to be the silver part. I can't say for sure. It's been a while since I've seen the G1 cartoon, and I honestly don't remember anything about this guy. But yeah, overall, he's got a nice tan color scheme. He's got that M logo. I can't remember exactly what the deal with that is. I believe it's from the toy line that these guys actually came from before they were imported. Yeah, do get a nice little bit of silver and blue there on his chest, as well as that same silver and blue for his face. Silver on the forearms, and a nice chocolatey brown for his torso area. Got those Autobot symbols there. Got a spare tire. Yeah, overall, a neat figure. So he does come with a single accessory being his blaster, and it is done in a brown plastic painted black. And again, this is one of those situations where you had black plastic, why did you paint it? I'm never going to be okay with that. They're always complaining about the paint budget, and then they do this. You had black plastic. Anyway, so yeah, that does just fit there in his hand, and it does have a little blast nub on it, so you can get some Daka action going, firefight with those Decepticons. And if you don't want to have it in his hand, you do get to store it here on his back. It just fits into this port on the wheel. Now, I do have one slight issue with this, and it's that the connection to the wheel is a lot tighter than the connection to the body, or rather the gun than the body. You see what I'm talking about. And this isn't like super loose necessarily compared to, like, it's not going to fall off loose, but it is obvious that there's much more grip on the gun handle than there is the actual body. And to be fair, I probably could just like glue that into place. Get back here. I probably could just like put a little glue around that little inner rim there if I wanted to. I might, but it's more of an annoyance that I feel the need to point out rather than a real genuine issue. It could be easily fixed, but I still feel the need to mention it. Anywho, let's talk about his articulation next. His head does swivel. Yeah, you can pop his chest out by accident. Again, there is some collision there with the backpack, but you do get some side to side on his head. No up and down, unfortunately. The shoulders are ball joints, so you get plenty of movement there. You do get a very nice elbow bend, and you do get a little movement in the wrist, more for transformation, but you do get movement there. You do get a bicep swivel. We do get a waist swivel. As long as you watch out for the backpack, you do get 360 there. We do get a hip swivel. We do get that far out. We do get that far forward. And we kind of get back. Again, backpack is the main collision point there. We do get some up and down at the toe and the heel, mainly for transformation, but you do get some options there. And we do get ankle, a very significant amount of ankle, like Victorian girl in a dress amount of ankle. I'll see myself out. Let's see. Yeah, that's pretty much it for the articulation, I believe. So yeah, now let's do a couple comparisons. So I don't have a G1 Outback at the moment. I would definitely like to get one, but I do have Titan's Return, I believe, Outback. So there's that. And I do have the Retro Brawn. So there's how he stacks with his mold mate. And for another comparison, here he is with Retro Sea Spray. Over a little bit. So you can see how he stacks up next to a couple other of his retro line brethren. Get these guys out of the way real quick. And I think that's good enough for comparisons at the moment. So let's go ahead and get this bad boy transformed. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and stick this up here since that's where it's going to go anyway. And then we are going to pull forward on his chest. And we want to bring his arms down here on these hinges. Oh, this one's a little more snug. There we go. Then we want to rotate this whole big piece around for his bumper. And if you want to, you can swivel. Actually, no, I don't think you can. No, you cannot swivel that around. Never mind. That goes back up like that. And this, we just kind of want to get this up on its hinge out of the way. We'll rotate that back just to give us room. And then we want to fold these up on this hinge. That'll complete those windows. And then we want to bring his arms side to side like this. And you can see there is a tab and a slot. And we're going to bring those together. And actually, hold on, I think we need to rotate the waist 180. Almost forgot about that. Now we want to bring the arms together like so. And then we are going to come here and split the leg down the middle here and fold this out. Split it, fold it out. And then we are going to bring this around. It's on a little bit of a soft ratchet there. And then we want to come up and we're going to fold the heel and the toes in like so. And they're going to slide into this gap like so. And then there's a little tab slot connection right here that'll hold that into place. And yeah, that other one I'm seeing is for the leg. And we also do want to fold his hands down now. And there's actually a tiny little slot on his knuckle that's going to go onto that little tab right there to help hold his leg in place. And we're going to just do the same on the other side. Bring this around. Let's have that into his knuckle there. And yeah, that is the right spot. And then we do want to fold these in, slide them into that slot. Squeeze this all together like so. And then we're going to bring this whole assembly down. And these tabs here are going to go into these slots right there, like so. And this came untabbed again. Actually, I think, okay, yeah, I forgot. There is a tab in here, right here, goes into this slot. I don't think I've been lining that up proper. Or maybe it just is one of those things that doesn't like to cooperate. Okay, there it goes. And then for our final step, and again, these are all coming undone now. And for our final step, we are going to bring this whole back panel down, and there's a tab here and here for his knee joints that are going to go here and here. And there, and then we just rotate this around, and there we have him in his little vehicle mode. I don't know exactly what this is. I want to say Jeep, but I don't think that's right. But there we have him in his vehicle mode. Hooray! And he does roll quite nicely. And yeah, overall, he does look nice. He does have tabs on wheels, but they do roll quite smoothly. Autobot symbol there still, as it was for the backpack. And nice matte finish black windows. Very nice. He does have a window back here as well. And just for a couple of quick comparisons, here he is with the Studio Series non-retro Brawn. So you can see how he stacks up with his mold mate. And here he is next to 86 Bumblebee. Get an idea there. And for something a little more substantial, here he's next to generic Earthrise Seeker. So yeah, a nice little figure. Again, if you liked the Brawn mold, you'll like this. There's really not too much else going on here aside from a new head and a new color scheme. Yeah, I don't really remember too much about Outback, but I do think it's a cool name. Yeah, it's a nice little like desert Outback themed vehicle. I do like it. Again, not really too much else to say. Again, if you've experienced the Brawn mold, and I think there's like 3 or 4 different versions of it now, because there's the Studio Series, the Retro, the Dead version, and now this. So yeah, like a total of 4. If you like any of those other ones, you'll like this one. It's just you know, a retooled character, just like they've always done. But yeah, I recommend him if you fancy this character, or you know, just like collecting as many things as you can. So yeah, I think that's really all I have to say on this particular review. But I think I'll go ahead and wrap this up. And this is Soul Prime 13 saying transform and soul out.